Hey, my name is Ethan Bramblett, and today I'll be talking to you about the sport of trap shooting. What we'll be looking at today, just 4 easy points. What is trap shooting? I guess just the textbook definition of it. The field, how it's set up, the equipment used, so guns, the throwers, personal protection, and the sport, so like the actual competitions. First, what is trap shooting? I guess the textbook definition is the sport of shooting clay pigeons, and I added that using a shotgun. In competitions, you shoot at 100 clay pigeons, and that's just, I guess, the textbook definition of it. So next we'll look at the field and how it's set up. The little green box there, that's the trap house. That's where the thrower is. And 16 yards behind the trap house is where the squad stands, the 5-man squad. Each person has a different station. There's 5 shooting positions, and then behind that is the handicaps, and we'll get into that later. Next, the equipment. We'll start with the guns. Some of the types of shotguns used is over-under or unsingle. Over and under is, of course, just 2 barrels, one on top of the other. The unsingle is like an over-under, but it doesn't have the top barrel. It's just the lower barrel, and then it's got a high rib. For example, the BT99 over there on the top right, in the top right picture. Some adjustable parts you can see in the lower right picture. It's got an adjustable length of pull and the adjustable comb. That's just so you're more comfortable as a shooter. And then in this lower left picture, you can see the different lengths of pull there with different shotguns. The one on the left is a little bit longer, so somebody who's taller will need a longer length of pull, and somebody that's shorter like me will need a shorter length of pull. Next, some of the types of throwers. You have your hand throwers, like the one in the middle. You basically just throw it like you're backhanding a frisbee. The one on the far right, I actually have one just like that. It's just a spring-loaded thrower. You bring the arm around, put the clay pigeon in, it locks in, the arm locks in. You pull a little string which moves the latch, and it slings the clay pigeon out the other side. And then the one on the left here is an electric one, so it loads and throws the clay pigeon all on its own. You just press a remote and it does it all for you. A lot of the competitions will use the electric throwers, and sometimes they'll even have microphones, so when you say pull, it'll hear that, and it'll throw the pigeon. Next, some personal protection. In competitions, you have to have eye and ear protection. Everybody's seen the orange foam earbuds. You just smush them up, stick them in your ear, they expand, and you're good to go. The ones on the right there are moldable. A lot of people who shoot competitions will have those just because they're easier. They form to your ear, and once they form to your ear, you can just pop them in and out real easy. And then here's some examples of safety glasses. They have different colored lenses. For, say, a darker day, you want a clear lens, and then say a day that the sun's shining in your eyes, you would want a darker lens. So the competitions, like I said earlier, you have a 5-man squad. You usually have a scorer and a puller, and you shoot 5 rounds at each station, so a total of 25 shots per round, and then so you do that 4 times, so 100 rounds total. And like I said earlier, you have 5 shooting positions, and the handicaps are behind the 16-yard line, so there's 17 yards, 18 yards, on out to, I believe it's 29. So the further you are back from it, the harder it gets. The field setup is exactly the same. You got the trap house, the shooting positions, and we just talked about the handicap, so I don't want to go into that anymore. So the scoring, like I said, you shoot at 100 clay pigeons. It's just based out of how many you hit out of 100. Your team score will be out of 500 because you have a 5-man squad. So, say if each of you shoot 90, they would total up 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90 and so on, and that would be your squad score. And that's it.